As Donald Trump defends his disruptive presidency in the U.S. Congress, in the state of Florida, a MAGA stronghold, a 67-year-old Indian origin nurse is battling for her life. The reason? Racism and hate crimes in the United States of America. The Indian origin woman, identified as Leelamma Lal, was attacked by a 33-year-old psychiatric patient in a Florida hospital on the 25th of February. Lal, who dedicated herself caring for patients in an American hospital, was reportedly subjected to vitriolic racist abuse during the attack. The attack was so brutal that it left her face disfigured. While punching Lal in the face, the attacker, Stephen Scantlebury, said that Indians are bad. Hurling expletives, the attacker showed a disturbing intent to beat the nurse simply because of her Indian origin. Following the assault, Lal was rushed to a trauma center where she remains in critical care and risks permanently losing her eyesight. Lal's daughter, Cindy Joseph, said that she was taken aback by shock when she first saw her mother after the assault. Joseph said she could not recognize her mother. Both her eyes were swollen, along with multiple fractures throughout her face. The Indian origin nurse faces internal bleeding in the brain and will require several weeks of hospitalisation to recover. Meanwhile, the alleged attacker, Stephen Scantlebury, was charged for hate crime and an attempted second-degree murder. In what could be a blow to the defence that the attacker was mentally challenged, a Florida court later denied the request to shift him to a mental health facility. Scantlebury currently remains behind bars as legal proceedings move forward. The shocking attack on Indian origin nurse has put the spotlight on the scourge of racism in the United States. Indian immigrants in the US are seen as successful, educated and hardworking, but they also carry a heavy burden, the brutal reality of racism. A Pew Research report paints a stark picture. It states that 1 in every 2 Indians are shamed, racially profiled by their acquaintances and discriminated against. According to the 2023 study, 50% of Indian adults face racial discrimination in the US. 26% have been called offensive names by strangers. 3 in 10 have been told to go back to their home country. Leelamma Lal's story is not just about one racist attack. It's a gut-wrenching reminder of the dark undercurrent of hate that still runs through America. A woman who spent her life healing others now fights to survive her own wounds. Lal is not the first victim of a violent hate crime. She most likely is not the last such victim either. How many more before change becomes inevitable?
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat ke logon ko meri namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month, we have viewers up to 150 million. That's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Lohon, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.